Hi, you guys. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to my live reading. This is the Dream Medium. Hope you guys are all doing well. All right. So this is a live reading, but please make sure that when you do watch this, that I am still on live, okay? So just click the description box and you'll see when this video was uploaded. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, we have 11 people in the chat. You guys are so quiet, or am I just not seeing your comments? How have you guys been? Oh my gosh, you guys are so quiet tonight. I'm just talking to myself. Hi, Ash. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So if you guys are having a hard time clicking the link to my PayPal, because I know I usually add my PayPal link in the comments and not the description box, but if you guys are having a hard time um, clicking the link, just let me know and I'll help you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that it resonated, Ash. Thank you so much. Alrighty. I wonder if I came on here too late. I'm being very quiet because you guys are being very quiet as well, so I don't know what to say. but I'm still on here on live. If you would like a reading, just look at the screen. I pretty much said everything about this live. The topic for tonight is how do they feel? $20, and you'll know how your person feels. Or if you need a guidance message reading, I can give you that. Or if you want to know what your next relationship will be like, I can give you details on that. But for all other readings, it is $30. Please, no career or finance readings. Hi, Andrew. Wow, long time no see. How have you been? Let me see. It's taking forever to load. Okay, Andrew, let's see. Schoolwork is rough. I bet. So, like, I'm pretty sure for school, everything's online for you, huh? Okay. For your next relationship. Okay. So, tell me about Andrew's next relationship. 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 So you have the Strength, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Clarify the Strength. You have the Temperance. Six of Swords. Oh, I hope you're not going to be the Tower. Uh-oh. I hope it's not what I think it is. Ah, it is. It is what I think it is. Let's see. I feel like your next relationship is going to mimic another past relationship that you had. And this past relationship that I'm seeing you in was like super toxic. There was like most likely some cheating, some disloyalty, and it took you forever to get through. So it's like, why are you having to go through this again? Hi, Shamela. Thanks for tuning in. These are paid readings. Are you guys seeing that message that's on the screen? Let me know if you're not seeing it, because there's a message that's supposed to be posted on the screen and it tells you everything about this live reading. Yeah, Andrew. So like the Strength, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands came out. I see you being so passionate about this next person that you're going to be in a relationship. So basically, in this relationship, your next relationship, right? I see you being so passionate, so driven, but I see it being unrequited. Like I don't see your person meeting you halfway, and that's why the Strength is out, because I feel like you're still going to be persistent despite the many red flags that this person's going to show you. In Clarity of the Strength, you do have the Six of Swords and the Temperance. So I definitely see you doing a lot of work. Okay. I see you doing a lot of work. I see, like, basically you're going to be carrying the entire relationship on your back, all on your own. And then the Six of Swords, like, you're like, despite what this person does to you, despite them slacking, I still see you trying to continue the connection with them. It's like, and then I saw you in another toxic past relationship as well. This was very, very toxic. And I just hope that you learned the lesson from that toxic past relationship, because it's like you're going to be getting into another one. In Clarity of the Strength, you do have the Tower, okay? So I feel like this person's a big cheater. When I got a glimpse of the Tower, and it flashed, like I immediately saw them cheating. Big cheater. Even here with the Two of Wands, it's like no matter what they do, I still see you trying to sustain the connection. Even here with the Eight of Cups, I do feel like eventually, after this person has put you through hell, pretty much, excuse my language, but after they've put you through so much, I do see you eventually leaving. And the Eight of Cups is like a person who's been investing, but they have the courage and the strength to walk away from an investment, in hopes that by starting a new beginning elsewhere, they will get what they've been investing in. They will, they'll be benefited. Like they'll actually get the outcome that they want. Hi, Shamila. No, I actually just started this live, so you are not late. You're like right on time. So with the Seven of Pentacles being clarified by the Four of Cups, it's going to be so unrequited. I wonder who this person is. Like, it's like they're going to just have you in the palm of their hands pretty much. The Seven of Pentacles is you doing all the work. Like I said, it's like you're going to be carrying the entire relationship on your back. And you have the Four of Cups. This is them not even valuing your hard work. Okay? Pretty much like rejecting you. Then you have the Ace of Cups, as well as the Queen of Cups. I feel like you and this person are going to be in a long-term relationship, but I see it being very stressful as well. Like, this is them being the Queen of Cups. It's like you have to constantly prove something to her or to them. This is someone who's very bossy, very controlling. It's all about what they want you to do. Then you have the Seven of Wands being clarified by the Death. I feel like it's also going to be hard for you to leave this person. Probably why I was seeing that it's going to be long term. Like you guys are going to be dealing with each other for a long time. They're going to make it very hard for you to leave them. It's like they're going to get you tangled up in something where you won't be able to leave. In Clarity of the Seven of Wands. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Mary. Thanks for tuning in. In Clarity of the Seven of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. This is someone who's very greedy. I do see this person threatening, it's something here with finances, where towards the end of the relationship, as you're trying to leave, they're gonna hold money above your head or something like that, where you wouldn't be able to leave them. So you do have the Seven of Cups. When I looked at the Seven of Cups, this person's very, very materialistic. It's all about what they can get out of you, what they can get out of other people. That's just how they live their life. That was so negative. I really wish that your reading would be more positive, but I can't say what I don't see, and I'm very worried. So please be careful with this. Are you dealing with someone right now, or are you just chilling? But this is your next relationship, so it's most likely the person that you're going to be dealing with romantically next. So you guys, I just started this live. You guys are all on time. So the list is still open. Um, I think I only have, let me see. Yeah, I only have Ashley on the list after Andrew. So the list is not long. I know, Andrew. I know. I'm trying to like figure out like I see you being in one of those relationships where the woman is just so controlling and the man is just doing like all the work. Um, Tell me more about this person. Tell me more about this person. Tell me more about this person. See, Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman. Oh, I hope you won't feel obligated to deal with this person due to like finances or something. With the Wheel of Fortune, this person's going to be exactly like that past, like that ex. There's a, there's like a very toxic connection that you were in your past, and it drained you, and it took forever, like the longest time for you to get it over. Like this next person's going to be exactly like them. So my advice to you is, of course, don't live your life in fear. You know, date, get to know other people, but be very observant to their personality. Don't just focus on their looks or what they bring to the table, pretty much. You know, you see the red flags, do something about it right then and there. All right, Andrew. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your support. Next, we're going to do Ashley. All right, Ashley. So, which question from the topics do you choose? Okay, is this a love interest? If so, please let me know what their first name is or the initials to their first and last name. Okay, DL. How does DL feel about Ashley? 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 Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. All right, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, Justice. Ooh, they definitely want a second chance. They want another chance with you. Absolutely. It's like they feel like they deserve a second chance. But why are you upset? Are you upset with them? I feel like you're still holding on to something that they did from the past. But Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like, so they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. They definitely value you. They definitely see your value. They see what you bring to the table. This person really admires you. I kind of think of them as like a secret admirer. I feel like they know a lot of details about you because they're so observant. Yeah, they pay a lot of attention to you. Even if there's distance, they could even be like researching you, asking people about you, looking you up on social media if there is distance. But I feel like there's history here, and that's how come they know you so well. In clarity of the Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So this is decision making here. I feel like they kind of struggled with coming forward. This person gets really nervous when they think of you. It's like they just every time they think about coming forward, they get hesitant. And then you have the Five of Pentacles here. So they're very loyal towards you. Doesn't matter what happens in the past, this person is still holding on, all right? They're still holding on to the potential as well. You have the Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the Justice. So with the Knight of Pentacles here, they do want to come in, even though they're carrying the Knight of Pentacles energy. This is a very slow moving energy. So it's like they've been holding on to you. This person is still interested, but they've been holding on to you for a long time. And they've been hesitant to come forward. That's why they're carrying this Knight of Pentacles energy. They've been moving too slow. In clarity of the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Justice. So I keep on getting that they're nervous. They're so nervous to come towards you. But with the Justice, they feel like they deserve another chance. Okay, they feel like they deserve to be with you. And then you have the Three of Wands here. They're missing you. They are missing you big time. I feel like this person even watches you on social media. I'm not sure if you have social media or they have like a picture of you, but I see them like staring at a picture of you, okay? Next, you have the Six of Cups being clarified by the Four of Cups. The Six of Cups, this represents a reunion. That's what the Six of Cups is. In clarity of the Six of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. They want a reunion, but there's this hesitation again because the Four of Cups is like rejection. So it could be that they feel like you will reject an offer to reconcile. You do have the Chariot here as well. So they do want to come towards you, all right? They're just fearful of how you will react. All right, Ashley. Yeah, both social media and pictures. They're very physically attracted to you. If you want this person to come towards you, if that's what you want as well, of course, you don't have to do anything, but I feel like to help ease their anxiety because they're so nervous about what your reaction will be, just make it clear to them that if they were to come towards you, you would be open, like initiate something brief. I'm not saying come on strong to them, let them do the work, of course, but it's like make it clear to them that there's no tension or they would be welcomed back. Oh, they are attracted. I literally saw them staring at a picture of you on their phone. That's why I asked if you guys have taken picture or it could have been a picture that they were watching on like your Instagram or social media or something. But there's a picture that they literally, I mean, they're not creepy, but there's a picture that they look at, they stare at night. I'm over here exposing people. You said yes, and we do, yeah, and we live at a distance. Yeah. Hi, May. How are you? Hope you've been well. Right. So thank you so much for your support. I do hope that that helps. And he could be acting like he's not interested, or they could be acting like they're not interested because they don't want to get hurt. Like they don't know how you're going to react if they do tell you how they really feel. That's why I'm saying make it clear that they would be welcomed back if they choose to come forward. Okay, so there's currently no one on the list. It's probably because I came on here so late. It's almost midnight where I'm at. But I'm just going to be here chilling. If you do purchase a reading, just let me know. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear about Chadwick passing away? Like that just devastated me. I felt as if I had lost someone, close to me. You know how there's just some people that like everyone loves, some celebrities that everyone just loves? It's so sad. I hope he is, resting in peace. He said, let's see, time for a bit of a Q&A. What's going on, May? Yeah, ask me a question. That helps because I'm going to see him soon. Exactly. Just like ease his nerves pretty much, Ashley. And then you'll see his vulnerable side. It's just incredible how I think I read online he was fighting the colon cancer for like 4 years and he was giving us all those good movies and he was so strong. He was so private about it. Like, oh, it really breaks my heart. Yeah, now you have to relax. Hi, Sharina. All right, let's see. We have. Okay, so Sharina, what is your question, dear? So Sharina, you paid $30, so you can ask me a question that is not part of the topic. But if that's what you want to know, you can ask that too. If you want to know how do they feel, but you did. How do they feel is $20, but you paid 30, so you can ask me any other question that's not part of the topic. Does that make sense? Hi, Deb. Let me see. Sharina, are you still in the chat? So Deb, for the guidance message, I'm going to be using two. Let me show you. For the guidance message, I'm going to be using the Archangel Oracle deck. This is like one of my favorites because it has really good spiritual messages. And then I'm going to use a clarity card. So I'm going to use some. I'm going to use a clarifier from my Rider Tarot deck to get more info. And you're even welcome to give me like a brief description of what it is that you need guidance on. Don't give me any long stories, please. You guys, you know me. You said, did I get the question? Oh, did you make it part of the, let me see. Did you write it on PayPal or something? No, I don't see it. Sharina, you can, like, the question that you're asking for is it's $20 and you pay 30, so you can ask me like a question that's not part of the topics that I listed. Does that make sense? You said, yeah, just ask me the question. You don't have to give me any background information. No background information. Just ask me the question. I promise my cards will tell me everything that I need to know. Do you like to know if your husband is still with you? Are you wanting me to do like a medium work, or is he alive? Okay. I like to know he's alive, in love with. Okay, he's alive. So you pretty much want to know. Okay, I think I know how to ask it. Um, no, Sharina, you don't have to apologize. You're doing fine. I just want to know how to ask the question. Um, can you tell me his first name or the initials to his first and last name? I always forget to put this light on. CE. How is CE feeling about Sharina? Is he still connecting with her? Does he still want to be in this marriage? How is CE feeling about Sharina? Does he still want to be in this marriage with her? Is he still connecting with her? All right, this is definitely the one. King of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Hermit. Clarify the King of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, King of Wands. He's definitely still connecting to you. So give me a second. Let me because I'm getting a lot of messages and I need to sum it all up. Hmm. He's still connecting to you, but there's a betrayal here that he's feeling. With the King of Cups, he is still open to working on this connection here, but his heart is hurting, and that's why he's been distant. Did he leave? Like, did he say like, oh, I'm gonna live with someone else in the meantime, like a temporary separation, sort of? Because in clarity of the King of Cups, so you have the Five of Pentacles. He's still loyal to you, definitely. This is my loyalty card here, where regardless of the problems, the obstacles, this is loyalty that he has for you, okay? He still sees the potential, but with this Five of Swords here, he feels like you betrayed him. Um, Honestly, he could just be. I feel like he knows what he's talking about though, because there's a third party, and he feels like it's from your end. That's what's really bothering him, right? There's a third party here. It doesn't have to be someone romantic that you were dealing with. Let's look more into this. Clarify the Five of Swords. Five of Wands. Look, there is a third party. Five of Wands came out. Too many people are involved in your love life. Is this someone that's romantic? Oh, wow. Yes, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. There's a third party, that's why he's feeling betrayed. Even here with the Five of Wands, this is commotion, this is fighting, this is like outsiders coming into your relationship or affecting your relationship. This is him with the King of Wands. He's a king, if you notice. He was the King of Cups, now he's the King of Wands. This is a man who is very like secure in himself. This is someone who's very responsible, but he feels like this situation is out of his hands. He feels like it's all up to you pretty much. And there is disappointment here because he feels like you're not taking action as as you should. Then you have the Six of Cups. So I was asking if this is someone who's romantic. I feel like it is. I feel like it is. Six of Cups is all about a reunion. I feel like you reunited or you confided in this third party, leaving your husband out of the picture. Then you have the Six of Wands. You have the Star. He's willing to fight for this, but it's all up to you. Like, you're the only one who's in control of this. On the back, you even have the Ten of Swords. He is feeling very, very betrayed. Very betrayed. Very disappointed. In clarity of the Six of Wands, you have the Star. I feel like he wants to fight. He's willing to fight for this. But it's like, Sharina, if you want us to work on this, call me. Let me know. Because there's not much that I can do about the situation, but you can do a lot about it. In clarity of the Six of Wands, you have the Star. He's wanting to move forward. You have the Page of Pentacles here. He has a pentacle for you. He wants to communicate. Just let him know. With the Sun here, oh my goodness. Sun represents happiness. That's what he's willing to fight for with you. Clarify the Hermit. You have the High Priestess. You have the Four of Wands. He wants to reconcile. He wants to reconcile. That's what the Four of Wands represents. He views you as his Empress, hence the marriage, okay? The Empress is someone who is like a wife or has qualities of being a wife. This is a provider. She's very nurturing. The Hermit here is isolation, okay? I feel like he has been very distant towards you, but the thing is, you're the High Priestess, so you're very intuitive. So even if he's not verbally telling you something, you can still pick up on how he's feeling. In clarity of the Hermit, you do have the Four of Wands, reconciliation. You see this couple here? This is actually a couple celebrating their wedding day. They're getting married, but they're showing us these Four Wands because they want us to see that it wasn't easy getting to this place here. These Four Wands represents the problems and the obstacles that they had to overcome. And because they stood together and overcame those obstacles, they ended up not only redeeming themselves, but redeeming this connection. He's aware of the obstacles and he wants a resolution. You have the Queen of Wands here, okay, but he feels like you don't know what you want. It's like one day you're guarded, you have your mind made up, you're putting this behind you, then the next day you're missing him and you're wanting him. So he can also pick up on that energy as well. All right. So yeah, Sharina, that is pretty much how he's feeling. Like, it's really all up to you. Okay. You have to figure out what you want. We used to have that, and my old friend, he's jealous of. I wanted the old husband back. Huh? My old friend, he's jealous of that. Oh, so you're with a friend of yours, but you want your husband back. Oh wow. That is kind of complicated, but it's really all up to you. Like I would say, this man is still connecting with you. The disappointment and betrayal is there, but if you make up your mind and speak it into existence, be like, this is the man that I want, and I'm sticking to that, then he's going to be willing to work on this with you towards a reconciliation. All right, Sharina. Really hope that helps. Thank you so much for your support. All right, Deborah. You are very welcome, Sharina. Thank you. All right, Deborah, what is your question? Or which question do you choose? Okay, guidance message for relationships or love in general. Right. Guidance message for Deborah. Guidance message for Deborah's love life. Guidance messages for Deborah's love life. Guidance message for Deborah's love life. Spiritual understanding, teaching and learning, divine order. Let's shuffle this deck. Let's shuffle. Clarify spiritual understandings. Oops. No, it's not that one. It's these two here. All right. Clarify spiritual understandings. The lovers. Ooh. Clarify teaching and learning. World. Clarify divine order. Pentacles. Ooh, these cards are really connecting with each other, even though they're from different decks. All right. Okay, so spiritual understanding. This is from your Archangel Oracle deck. It says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Excuse me. In clarity of spiritual understandings, you do have the Page of Cups. I feel like I'm hearing the word forgiveness. I'm hearing the word forgiveness. It's all over your spread. Forgiveness. With the Page of Pentacles, pages, you got 2 pages. So there's some kind of communication that's going to be coming towards you. Okay. And I feel like this is someone from your past who's wanting to reconcile. They're not going to come on strong though. It's not like they're going to pop up and like propose to you or anything, but I do see them wanting to reconnect. Okay. I feel like they do have good intentions. I just feel like there's so much tension between the two of you that you may have a hard time believing them. You know, it's like there's some kind of impression that you have of them and you're having a hard time getting rid of that impression of them. Then you have the Page of Pentacles. So their intention, their goal is to have something romantic with you, but they don't mind starting slow. Okay. Have the Lovers here. So this is a soulmate connection, right? I feel like they're very interested in you. I feel like even sometimes they get a little bit shy, even though they may not be showing it. There we go. I'm like, why is it? Okay. Where was I? So your next spiritual message says teaching and learning, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. Hence the word forgiveness. I feel like if this person mistreated you or if they like offended you, they rubbed you the wrong way in the past, I feel like they didn't do it intentionally. I feel like patience is key in this relationship. Try to understand them so that when they do something that you don't like, you won't take it so personally. I feel like you can teach this person a lot. You said, yeah, too much tension. But I feel like their intentions are good. I feel like they mean well. It's just some misunderstandings because the two of you never really got to know each other on a deep level. So whenever they did things, you took it so personally. Like when you understand a person and when that person does something, you won't even take it personally because you'll be like, okay, yeah, he did this because, this and that, daddy issues or something like that. But like with the Four of Cups here, I feel like you were very intolerant of them. I feel like you were so intolerant of this person. Like you just didn't want to deal with them because the Four of Cups is rejection. And I feel like you tried to escape them, but the World card is saying, nope, you can't escape this. That's why you're being rerouted back to this individual. Okay. Next, you have divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusions and see underlying order. Look past the illusions. See the bigger picture. Stop complaining and see the bigger picture. I'm sorry, that's kind of blunt, but yeah, see the bigger picture, In clarity of divine order, you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning, this is divinely orchestrated. The two of you have a new beginning that is being divinely orchestrated. And then you have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you're going to be kind of against it, though, for some reason. I feel like your guidance message is to just trust the universe. Let the universe lead this situation. You don't need to have control over everything, remember that everything has a reason. Everything happens for a reason. This is your soulmate. So there's lessons here that you need to learn. Just remember, though, that, there's many kinds of soulmates. Just because someone's your soulmate doesn't automatically mean that this is your lifetime partner, but it does mean that there's significance as to why the two of you met, which is to teach each other lessons, hence teaching and learning. But let me see, is the last person or some I haven't spoken, is it the last person or someone I haven't spoken to in years? What was that sound? I just heard a sound. Let me see. What's the sign? Let's see. What's the sun sign of this individual? Page of Pentacles. Didn't that come out last? Let me see. Okay, what's the zodiac sign of the Page of Pentacles? Okay, Pentacles are associated with Earth. So they're an Earth sign. Oh, no problem, dream. No problem, dream. What the heck? Clearly, you guys can tell that I'm tired. I'm getting sleepy. No problem, Deb. No problem, dream. Like I'm talking to myself. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Page of Pentacles. No problem though, because I want to tell you so that you won't be wondering who they are, you know? I can't just leave you hanging. What's the other? Just give me a second. Why am I not finding this? Yeah, then it's not the last person. Do you want it to be the last person? This is definitely someone from your past, though. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Why am I having a hard time finding? Okay. Capricorn. They definitely have Capricorn in their chart. Page of Pentacles is a sign of Capricorn. Let me see. But the last person was a water sign. I don't know. I'm just guessing because of the other day you said it was a soulmate connection. His moon was Capricorn. Oh, you know his moon. Okay, someone's in love. I don't remember the last reading I did for you. I'm so sorry. I do like a million readings a day. But yes, Capricorn. Capricorn, moon, and a Scorpio sun. Doesn't have to be him, though. Do you know any other Capricorns? But you will see when it happens. You will see. You say yes. Okay. Deborah, definitely don't hurt your head on it. Definitely don't hurt your head on it. But they do have Capricorn in their chart because that's what the Page of Pentacles represents. Let me see. What was I going to say? Yes, Jasmine. Yes, very true. You're very welcome, Deborah. Thank you so much for your support. Jasmine, you are next. Next. Wait, was that even? Yeah. So, how does WA feel? You're like, so, how does WA feel? Have you been lurking on him? How does WA feel about Jasmine? How does WA feel about Jasmine? Hey Dolly, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Let's do this one more time. How does WA feel about Jasmine? All right, so you have the Hierophant, you have the Lovers, you have the Four of Cups. Clarify the Hierophant. You have the Star. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. All right, so give me a second. On the back, you have the Five of Swords. Why am I picking up on like a little bit of a player energy from him? With the Hierophant, he's so indecisive, and not just about you, but about his love life in general. I see that this person does have options. I feel like is this individual young? I just feel like they still have so much maturing to do. And with the Hierophant, I see them seeking advice from their friends, but I feel like their friends are just as immature as them. But with the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like they have a crush on you. They're interested in you. But I feel like they have a crush on another person as well. And they're trying to make up their mind, like, man, which girl should I choose? In clarity of the Hierophant, you do have the Star. Okay, I do see progression. I do see the two of you talking and getting to know each other. You have the King of Cups here. They have so much potential to be a king, but I feel like they're not stepping into their full potential. Okay. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So the two of you are definitely soulmates. I feel like this person has a lot of passion, but like they're at a point in their life where they're not mature. You know, like the potential is there, but they're like, is this making sense, Jasmine? Like this person is still very immature. The potential is there. The two of you are soulmates. Even here with the Magician, he wants you, but the Three of Swords, he's not ready for a commitment. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. And like I said earlier, he is juggling you with someone else, hence why there's 3 swords here. And you have the Lovers. The Lovers represents a soulmate connection. 5 of Wands, the Hermit. This person has a beautiful soulmate connection with you, but I just wish that they would handle this connection with more care. I wish they would handle this connection more maturely. In clarity of the Lovers, you do have the 5 of Wands. So with the 5 of Wands here, this is some commotion here. There's too many outsiders interfering between the two of you. In clarity of the Lovers, you do have the Hermit. It's like people know that the two of you like each other. You have the Hermit here, which is someone who's isolating themselves. I feel like it's you. Okay, I feel like it's you. Maybe it's the attention from other people that you're not liking. But you have the Knight of Swords. I feel like this person is reckless. They feel the soulmate connection, but they don't know it's a soulmate connection. They feel something really strong with you, but they can't figure out why. So perhaps it's just not a good time. They're still so immature. 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, oh wow. Did you see that? That really wanted to come out. 9 of Pentacles. You and this person are going to end up together, but not right now. Now is not a good time. Not is not a good time. They're not ready for this. With the 4 of Cups here, this is rejection because they're too busy getting entertainment and satisfaction from other people. In clarity of the 4 of Cups, you do have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, when the 10 of Pentacles comes out, this is most likely the person that you're going to have a future with, settling down with each other, having a family. I see it very clearly. It will happen, just not right now. When the two of you become adults, and two of you are older, it will happen. But right now with the 6 of Pentacles, he has too many distractions. Like I said, he's juggling and he's liking the attention that he's getting from other people. So he's deserting the connection with you. Now you do have the 9 of Pentacles. So you have other things that you should be focusing on right now, like school, work, finances. But right now, love is not something that you want to be focused on because it's just not a good time for the two of you. They're still very immature. But this young love, I keep on feeling like you guys are young. This young love is a soulmate connection. And the two of you, as you get older, will be together. All right. It was so easy to read, you guys. I saw like everything. And I really hope that helps. Or maybe you guys are just like young spirited. Oh wow, then he has a lot of maturing to do. I feel like he, like I said earlier, like a player vibe. That's why honestly his energy made me feel like he was like a teenager. But there's some men who don't want to grow up, okay? It's just what it is. There's some men who don't want to grow up. I just hope he doesn't take too long to mature because someone else might come and scoop you, you know? Excuse me. So you guys, I'm gonna be closing the list in about 2 minutes. If there's no one that wants a reading, I'll just end this live, all right? But in 2 minutes, I'm gonna close it. You're very welcome, Jasmine. You're very welcome. Do, 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 do. So, May, what was your question? What's going on, girl? Are you sure, May? May, don't be shy. I'm not doing anything right now. If you need a question or an answer to a question, let me know. Oh, okay, Q&A, okay. Just wondering, what's your worst paranormal or tarot mediumship reading? Let me think. Um, hmm. Ooh, 1 second, you guys. 1 second. I gotta get this here. That is. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. What is that? Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Oh, so a Q&A. Oh, that sounds so fun. Yeah, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me just to get to know me more, you guys can ask that. We can just hang out a little bit. But for May's question, what was the worst paranormal or tarot mediumship reading? Surprisingly, not a lot of people ask me to do like mediumship readings. Excuse me, a lot of it is just love. But literally from the time I was like a child, like a toddler, literally like 2 years old, I've always been able to like connect with the spiritual world pretty much, as creepy as that sounds. Um, I've had, oh, that, yeah, okay. I've had many experiences. I'm just trying to think of like the worst one, but I've had countless experiences. I've almost lost my life, as a matter of fact. Let me see. So I had one recently. I'm going to tell you about two, okay? I had one recently where this was the first time that this has ever happened to me, where I was, so pretty much the day prior to this experience, I was like praying and fasting because I'm a Christian. I know sometimes people will see like some tarot readers. The tarot card reading community is very diverse. You have some people who, do divinity and they like, they rely on other spirits and stuff like that. I don't do those things. As a matter of fact, for people who know me in real life, I can read them without using the cards. It's just that sometimes when a person is, when I'm reading them through the computer, or if they're really far away from me, it's hard connecting with them. But I really just use these cards for you guys so that you'll see that I'm not just making these things up. But yeah, I remember there was a day where I was like praying and fasting to God about everything that's happening in my life. And so with my background and where I come from, there's, I've had experiences with like the dark side, like black magic and voodoo and stuff like that. There's people in my family who like, every family has drama pretty much. I'm sure, maybe for you, maybe you have like some enemies in your family, like a cousin that doesn't like you, or aunt and uncle that's jealous. But that's how it is in my family, and at least in my extended family, where they practice things like that, and they always attack me and my family. And so growing up, I've always been the child who sees these things because I can see things in the spiritual, and I'll warn my family about what they're doing to us. So now at my age, I'm 23 years old. So now at my age, I'm getting more in tune with my gifts. And so that day I was pretty much just praying and, asking God to like get rid of any like curses in my family, asking God to get rid of any like generational curses, or, just like any bad, evil spirit affiliations. Because what some people don't understand is generational curses is real. Like if you had an ancestor, a grandparent, or something who was dibbling and dabbling in like some dark magic, that can have an effect on their descendants as well. Does that make sense, you guys? So pretty much, I remember that day I was just praying and I was fasting, and really I was praying and fasting so that any generational curses, God can break them and stuff like that. And I remember when I went to sleep that night, you guys, this was my first time ever seeing a demon. Like, typically, I do see evil spirits in my dreams, hence why I call myself a dream medium, because I dream a lot, and a lot of the things that I see in my dreams happens in real life. And so I've seen them all the time. I've seen evil spirits all the time in my dreams, but like, I'm getting to a point, I guess it's because I'm older, so I'm really tapping into my gift where I'm seeing them even when I'm awake. And so, right, exactly. There's trauma, but there's more love. We're Buddhists, so we believe in karma and compassion. Exactly. So, pretty much, I went to sleep that night after a day of fasting and praying. I went to sleep, and around 6 in the morning, I was dreaming, right? But it's like I was half asleep, half awake, if that makes sense. And probably REM sleep, maybe that's what you call it. And I had a dream. I see this, it was a demon that was in my room. And it's so scary because now I live by myself. At least when I was younger, when I would have nightmares, my parents would hear me screaming in my room, and they would come in my room and like comfort me. But now at my age, I'm living by myself. So it's really scary. But, I definitely trust in God, and I know God will never let anything happen to me. But I see a demon. I mean, all like from head to toe, it's covered in white chalk. Okay. And this is representing pretty much a generational curse that I do have in my family. That was confirmation that through fasting and praying, I had broken that chain, that generational curse. And so I see the demon in my room, May. Like, I kid you not. I'm not making this up, you guys. I see it. And it's a male demon, and he's covered in white chalk from head to toe. And he's trying to make a deal with me. So I'm laying in bed, and typically I sleep on my back. And in the dream, I'm sleeping on my back. But remember, I'm not fully asleep. I'm like half awake. So pretty much I'm in between the two worlds. And that has happened to me so many times. It's so dangerous. That's how a lot of people end up dying in their sleep. We call it leaving in your sleep. It means when you're stuck when you're dreaming and you're stuck in the spiritual world, and you're not able to wake your body up. It's really, really scary. I know in psychology, they call it sleep paralysis, but stuff like that is actually spiritual. But anyways, back to the story. So I see the demon in my room, and he's making a deal with me. He's like, if you agree with me, this and this will happen to your family and stuff like that. Keep in mind that day, what did I do? I was fasting and praying. And one of the things that I asked God to do was to break any generational curses, especially if any of my ancestors did any, like deals, any dark magic deals, or deals with evil spirits or something like that. Because things like that are real. I know here in Western culture, they tend to fantasize it, but these things are real. Like mermaids those are marine spirits. But here in Western culture, they just call it mermaids. They're so beautiful and this and that. No, those are marine spirits. But those are like principalities and stuff like that. But that's another topic. So the demon's trying to make, this happened like 2 weeks ago, by the way. So the demon's trying to make a deal with me, and he's telling me about my family. Like, if you agree to this and this will happen to your family, and all. It's like a contract that he's doing with me. And so it gets to a point where he comes on my bed and he lays on top of me. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And in my family, one of the things that me and my dad, because me and my dad look very much alike, and one of the things that he has always struggled with is these like, if you have dreams where you're having sex in your dream, like, and it's the same person that appears in your dream having sex, like a sex partner in your dream, you need to start praying about it. That is not natural. Those are all spirits. Those are all evil spirits that are trying to have sex with you in your dream. Okay. But my dad always suffered from that. And it got to a point where it would happen to me. Hence, back to the generational curse situation. So it's making a deal with me. It gets on my bed. As it gets on my bed, immediately I go, blood of Jesus. I remember I shouted, blood of Jesus. And immediately I woke up. I woke up from my sleep. And that is what you do when you're having any demonic dreams. Just call on the name of Jesus. So I go, blood of Jesus. And I wake up. I wake up by the power of God. I wake up. And I always learned in church that the name Jesus is something that evil spirits hate hearing. Oh my gosh, like that name is so powerful to evil spirits. So whenever you guys are, I don't know if you guys have any like paranormal things happening to you, but say the name of Jesus with all your faith, all the strength in your heart, say it. So I remember I jumped up from my sleep. When I woke up, I was in the same position that I was in my dream, pretty much laying on my back. May, I kid you not, as I wake up, I see this black, I'm trying to, let me see if I can get like a pen and draw it. Let me try to, where's a pen? I know I had a pen around here. Okay, there we go. Let me draw you guys what I saw. So I'm up in bed. All of a sudden, I see this shape, okay? It looks like this, kind of like a rectangle. I see this shape. Now I'm up, okay? See the shape, and it's dark. And I sleep with a nightlight, so it's not pitch dark in my room. That would make it look dark. This is like the color. It's all black, but it's in this shape here, kind of like a rectangle. And I see it floating in my room. And right when I jumped up out of my sleep, I see it going in between the crack of my door and the wall. And it exits my bedroom. You guys, when I tell you, I got up, I put the light on in my room. You know what I did? I got on my knees, I got my Bible, and I started praying to God. And then I remember asking God, like, what is going on? And then I remembered, I said, oh my gosh, when I was praying and fasting, one of the things that I asked God to do was to break any generational curses or bonds that are within my lineage. And it made sense, May. I was like, oh my gosh, that is why that same demon came back trying to get me to make a contract with him, because that bond was broken. And really, there's power in fasting. Praying is one thing, but there's some things where you need to fast. And that's the only way that that chain will be broken. But that's what happened, you guys. That's what happened recently. I have a lot of, paranormal experiences. I see a lot of things, but I guess the older that I'm getting more in tune with my gifts, and I'm now seeing them even when I'm not sleeping. It's the worst. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I know you should definitely accept your gifts, and I'm very happy to have this gift. But when I tell you guys, I barely sleep. I literally have sleeping problems. Oh, oh, hi, Suzanne. No, I don't have a long line. That terrifies me to the core. Most will sell their soul to the devil, some will sell their soul. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Like people, when you hear sell your soul to the devil, it's true. People do it. If you look at some celebrities and stuff like or cults, they do stuff like that. Stuff like that is real. That's why I say I feel like sometimes in the Western world they tend to like fantasize these things and think that it's cool. No, these are real things. Um, my life, oh, Suzanne, what's going on? My life took a huge turn of events. You were right. A man out of nowhere came into my life and I walked away from Todd and continued the divorce. You said I was right. Um, yeah, it was a test. It was a test, May. It was. I feel like it was trying to get me to like re-sign that contract that was probably initiated. There was probably an initiation that was done. Most likely some one of my ancestors had initiated it and that's what the curse was. And it was trying to get me to like, redo the contract. But I was like, nope, not gonna happen. Um, I better pray. Oh yeah, I pray every night. It gets to a point where sometimes I was like I need to get in a habit of praying more than just at night, praying in the morning, praying during the day. Yeah, I should do a Q&A. I feel like people are going to want to know a lot about me and about the things that I see or the spirits that I see. But that's why I always tell people, by the way, Suzanne, welcome. You're welcome to ask a question. That's why I always tell people like these things are real. Okay, these things are real. There's the spirit. We're living in two worlds. Okay, you have the physical, then you have the spiritual. For a lot of people, their eyes can only see the physical, but there is there is the spiritual world, and even if your eyes can't see it, it doesn't mean that it is not there. So I'm very sensitive. Like I said, the tarot community is very diverse, and I will never be the kind of person to put down anyone. Do what you want to do, but you will never catch me. Like even when I do readings, all you see on this table is a card. You will never catch me with statues and this and that because there are actual spirits behind those things. Okay. Even if your eyes can't see it, if you go to a medium, they'll be able to see it. I remember at the beginning of the year, this is another story. At the beginning of the year, so I grew up Catholic. I was raised Catholic. And I was Catholic until last year, pretty much. I'm still Christian. I just decided to join a Pentecostal church. But I grew up Catholic. And around the age, I'm 23 right now, around the age of like 22, that's when I kind of started to leave the Catholic Church. It's not because anything happened, they didn't do anything to me. It's just, I feel like I felt more related to the Pentecostal church because, in Pentecostal churches, there's the prophetic, having prophecies and praying and really being in the Holy Spirit. And my parents were not happy with that. My parents were like, you were raised Catholic, you're going to be Catholic. And so I just never, Catholic churches, for me personally, from my experience, I never felt the Holy Spirit. I never really felt it. And so until I went to a Pentecostal church. And I remember earlier this year, at the beginning of the year, I was having nightmares as always. My family knows me. Like every time I have a dream about someone, like if I have a dream about you, May, and I say, May, something's gonna happen, you better listen to me because it will happen. But yeah, I'm like the dreamer of my family. And so I remember at the beginning of the year, I was having really bad nightmares. And so my dad, he got this, it was like a necklace from the Catholic Church. The priest had prayed over it and stuff like that. And it was from one of the saints. It was a necklace that was about one of the saints. And I guess in the Catholic faith, they use it for protection. It was like, I wonder if it was Saint Michael or something like that, one of the saints. So it was a necklace from the Catholic Church. And my dad hung it up on my door from the outside, right? So from the outside of my bedroom door, above the door, my dad had hung the necklace. And I never really paid attention to it. You know, it's like it wasn't even there. I forgot it. I forgot he even put it there. May, tell me why for a month, I kid you not, for a month, I was having nightmares and I was seeing this white man dressed in a priest. You know how priests dress in that gown. I was seeing this white man all in my house looking like a priest. And I'm like, why is this priest in my house? Why is this priest in my house? And I would have nightmares where he would come in my room and, you know, tell me about my life, pretty much trying to provoke me. And it got to the point where I told my mom about it. Of course, they're Catholic, so they found it very offensive. But I'm trying to figure out, why is this priest-looking white dude in my house? You know, I'm trying to understand, because keep in mind, I didn't realize that the necklace was like high up above my bedroom door. And so for a month, I'm seeing this dude all in my house. It's driving me crazy. He's not harming me, but I'm like, why are you in my house, in my family's house? May, literally after a month goes by, I remember around 2 a.m, I was still up, of course, I can't sleep. 2 a.m, I go downstairs in my family's house. This was when I was still living with my parents. I get something to eat. I'm always eating. 2 a.m, I'm literally eating, right? So I get something from the kitchen. As I'm heading upstairs, there's like three bedrooms, right? And so as you're heading upstairs in my family's house, the first bedroom door you see is the bedroom door to my house. To my bedroom. So I have food, I have a plate of food in my hands, I'm running upstairs, and then I notice the necklace up on my bedroom door. And I was like, I was like, how long has this been here? I'm totally not an observant person. So I take the necklace and I'm like, oh, like, what is this? How long has this been here? And I'm looking on the necklace and it's like, okay, from the Catholic faith, and it's like I think it was like Saint Michael or something. And so I Googled the necklace, and the picture of this saint was the exact same guy that I was seeing in my house, in my family's house. Hi, Chica. So yeah, so I'm like, what? I literally went on Google to type in what kind of necklaces it was, because I had no idea how it got on. I totally forgot that my dad had put it on top of my bedroom door. And I'm like, wait a second. When I look on Google, I'm like, wait a second. This saint dude is the same guy that I've been seeing in my house. And I remember I took down my necklace. and I hid it. Like I put it, of course I didn't keep it in my bedroom, but I hid it somewhere. And my parents were like, why did you take down the necklace? And I was so scared to tell them why. And when I told them why, they got so offended. But I was like, you know what? Like, if you guys don't want to listen to me, it's okay, but you're not going to put that thing on top of my bedroom. Like, you're not. And they didn't understand it, because in their eyes, they were not seeing anything. They didn't see anything harmful. That's why I always tell people, like, there's the physical and then there's the spiritual. Hi, Cynthia. You said Saint Christopher. I think it was Saint Michael. Something about like protection. Not Archangel Michael. It was like a saint. The thing with my parents, let me check and see if anyone, because I know Suzanne was talking to me. 1 second, you guys. All right. Are your parents more accepting and understanding of your gifts and vision? I feel like my parents have had a love and hate relationship with my gifts because, like growing up, I would always be like, I'm such a sharp mouth. When I see something, I say it. And so, can you imagine being an adult and you have this little girl telling you what to do or telling you not to do something? It's like the dynamic, there was like a power struggle here. And I feel like, especially as a child, like I said, this happened to me as a toddler. I started seeing these things as young as I was like 2 years old, pretty much. And in the beginning, as a young child, my mom especially, she would always try to act like, oh, it's no big deal. Like she would kind of act clueless, like when I would see things and I would go and tell my mom, she would be like, oh no, you didn't see that. No, you didn't see you didn't see it. I'm like, no, I saw it. Like it's like, no, I saw it. But I understand because as a mother, how are you supposed to explain to a young child, that kind of thing? Like, oh, you pretty much have visions. Like, how am I supposed to understand that at that young age? And then from my dad's perspective, though, my dad was always very secretive. It wasn't until I was like a teenager where he came clean and he was like, in our family. Same thing with his mom, my grandmother. She was an evangelist. She was a healer and all those things. And till this day, my dad's like, I think you got it from your grandmother pretty much. But he was very secretive until I got older. And then the power struggle got even worse when I would see things that my parents were doing and I would call them out on it. And they would be like, how is this? Like, how does this girl know? It even got to the point where I remember I got in a big fight with my dad one day and he was talking about me with my mom and he said, I told you we need, whatever it is that we do, we need to keep it a secret. We need to keep it a secret. And because we don't want her to find out. So they would, pretty much when people do sneaky things, it's always revealed to me. I always see it. And I would always tell my parents, you guys need, like, no, don't do that. I see you guys doing this. Don't do it. So can you imagine your child telling you what to do and what not to do? So definitely got into a lot of clashes with my parents. Absolutely. But, now at my age, they pretty much, I don't want to say they look up to me, but whenever they're going through things, they always tell me. Now that I'm living on my own, like about 3 weeks ago, I saw that my mom was ill. I saw that she was going to faint. Literally the next day, my dad calls me and he's like, your mom just passed out in the bathroom. Can you come over? I was already on the way to their house before he even called. So I think it's one of those things where, like, I guess my responsibility in my family is pretty high because they look up to me for a lot of things. But it is what it is. I don't really have a say. Hi, I just tuned in and this is awesome. Oh, should have been. I watched Sharina and following the energy. The right one will come. I am a Scorpio. Bless 7 with. Hi, thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's so late. We're just pretty much chatting. Like May is just asking me like some Q&A. The list is still open, but if you just want to sit and just hear me ramble or ask me any questions, you're welcome to. How much do you charge for mediumship reading? My grandma would really love to connect with her mother in the near future. Okay, so this is the thing with me and my mediumship. It took me so long to even like accept that title. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. It was always one of those things that I was really afraid of accepting because I didn't want people, like growing up, I didn't want people to think that I was weird. So it's not something that I hid, but it was never something that I would, tell people. So now at my age, I have not really been practicing much with that side of my gift. I feel like mediumship is so heavy. It's such a heavy work. And it's one of those things where I prefer doing it naturally. So I'm not one of those mediums where you come to me and then I connect with them. No, I like when they connect with me. Okay. So it's not something that I like to do on the spot. I'm going to be very honest because I don't know. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know too much about that, if that makes sense. I know that I am one, but I would rather be connected than for me to connect with them. I like it when it happens naturally. They come to me. Okay. Does that make sense? I feel like one of the reasons why um, I struggled with it, with accepting it, is because of my faith as well. Like connecting with the dead. That's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And it's so heavy. Oh my gosh. I don't know how people do mediumship for like a living. It's so heavy. You're literally tapping into another world pretty much, like the spiritual world as you're in the physical. It's so, so heavy. Hitting some hardship right now. I have 7 people in the chat. Are you guys just listening to me rant? But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, you can ask. So one of the things, this just came to mind, but one of the things that I've been able to do, I'm just so excited to see more about my gifts. I feel like the older I get, the more I'll be able to see like, more about my gifts. But I know at this age, like this year, I've been able to, and this is not something that I do intentionally at all, but I've been able to hear like gossips about me. Like I said, it's not intentional. It happens when I'm asleep. So of course I'm not controlling it. When you're dreaming, you can't control it. But I remember like 2 months ago, I was taking a nap during the day. And the thing with me is I hate sleeping during the day. That's the worst thing that you could ever do to me, is make me sleep during the day, because I hear and see everything, everything. And so I took a nap during the day, and this is going to creep you guys out, but I did not do this intentionally at all. And sometimes it scares me because I feel like if I dream too deep, what if I'm not able to wake up? That's my biggest fear. But so basically I'm taking a nap during the day. All of a sudden, like sometimes I wonder, why can't I just have regular dreams like people, like eating ice cream or seeing pigs fly? Why does it have to be so deep? All of a sudden I appear in a bank and I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, man, it's happening to me again, where it's like my spirit is pretty much leaving my body and I'm appearing in different areas. That is very scary for me because, like I said, I can get stuck. And that's how a lot of people end up dying in their sleep. They get stuck. And so I'm like, man, now that I'm living by myself, like no one's going to come and wake me up. I know when I was with my family and that would happen, I would hear like my siblings, like some kind of noise in my house would wake me up. But I'm like, I'm living by myself. It's quiet. What if I don't wake up? And so all of a sudden I'm in the bank. I'm like, why am I in the bank out of all the places? Why am I in the bank? And it was so real because I remember in the bank, the sunlight was like shooting into the building through the glass window, so much to the point where I could feel the heat on my skin because I was standing where I had appeared. I was standing really close to the glass window. And so I start walking around the bank. You guys, guess who I see? I see my best friend of 10 years. I've known this girl for 10 years. And around that time, I was going through some issues. So I was trying to I was moving, I was trying to find a place to move to. And the first area that I wanted to move to, the leasing agents and stuff like that, they were very unprofessional and they were very racist. And so I had changed my mind. I signed the lease, but I changed my mind later on, and that got me. I almost got stuck with them, but thankfully God got me out of that situation. And so I had confided in my friend of 10 years. I confided in her about the little mishap that was going on. And so I'm like, why am I in her bank? Oh my gosh, no one can see me. I'm watching people. There's some people drinking coffee. There's some people sitting down. Why am I here? I hope I'm able to wake up. All of a sudden, I see my best friend of 10 years. Pretty girl. I'm probably mispronouncing your name, but here's the link to my PayPal if you guys want me to do a reading on you. Right now, we're just doing like a question and answer, and I'm telling people like my experiences as a medium. But yeah, so I'm in the bank. All of a sudden, I see my best friend. She's working. I'm just chilling, hanging out. I'm waiting for something to wake me up. Like, maybe they start cutting the grass outside my window and the noise wakes me up. So I'm just chilling, but I'm waiting for something in the physical world to wake me up. Or like, I'm hoping that someone will call me because typically I keep my phone near my pillow. So someone will call me and the noise will wake me up. And so, all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there watching my best friend. She goes to break, okay? So it's like her lunch break or something. As she goes to lunch break, I see her talking to one of her friends. Now, I know this friend. This is like, I don't want to say a mutual friend, but this is one of her good friends. And I met her good friend during her birthday dinner. So as she goes to break, she meets up with her friends. You guys, guess what this girl starts telling her friend about? Me. She's gossiping about me. She's like, yeah, Dream pretty much got in this situation with these racist people at this one leasing office, but she's talking down on me. Like she's acting as if like, oh, if it was me, I wouldn't have even made that mistake. Like that could never be me making that kind of mistake. Does that make sense, you guys? So she's talking down on me. And one thing that I'm really sensitive about is like jealous friends. Oh my gosh, jealousy is the worst trait that you could possibly have. Jealousy makes people do the nastiest things. So I've always been very, very cautious of jealous friends. So she was just talking about my business, you guys, talking about my business. to this girl. And so it got me really upset, but I'm standing there, I'm listening to their conversation. They don't see me. They don't see me. There's even a point where the both of them go to the restroom. I follow them to the restroom, not in the stall, but I follow them to the restroom because I'm trying to hear what else they're saying. Thankfully, I wake up. Right when I woke up and I looked outside, it was the same time. It was the same time. It was the same weather. It was really sunny. And so I called her just to make sure. So I called her. She didn't answer. I texted her. I was like, oh, are you at work? Just trying to like confirm. So I'm like, are you at work? And she's like, she texts me back and she's like, yeah, I'm at the bank at work. You guys. I was like, oh, so is so-and-so working with you today? Are you guys working together? This so-and-so is the friend that she was gossiping to me about, who I got to briefly meet earlier in the year. So I was like, oh, are so-and-so, are they on your same shift? And she's like, yeah, like, how'd you know? Do you want to talk to her? You guys, you guys, when I tell you I was so hurt, I was like, I've known this girl for 10 years. I'm still not over it. I kind of pushed away from her and she was asking me like, what did she do? She was like, did I do anything? Like you just got really distant. But in situations like that, what do I say? What do I say? She's going to look at me like I'm crazy, right? But I was like, you know what? I definitely, like, I've known you for a long time. I value this friendship, but I realize that you're just not the kind of friend that I can confide in about anything, because it seemed like she was looking towards me getting in a messy situation. There's some people where if you make a mistake, they like it. They like when you mess up. It gives them some kind of satisfaction, as weird as that is. Why would you want to see your friend make a mistake? But I was like, you know what? This is a 10-year friendship. I can't tell her the situation because she's going to look at me like I'm weird. But this is not the kind of friend that I will be confiding in, anymore. Yeah, busted. Yeah, it's a reflection of them and not you. Exactly, exactly. And it's so crazy because I stopped talking to her for like 2 months. And that's just what I do. Like when I find out a friend has betrayed me, it's like, how do I tell them that I've caught them? So I isolate myself. But when I went back in town to my family's house, I hung out with her after like 2 months. And it's so crazy because she was acting like nothing ever happened. And I'm just looking at her like I heard it. It's like, I know what you did. But I'm just gonna let God handle her. There's just some situations where you just gotta give it to God. Okay, Akis. Um, okay, are you Cena? Hi, Cena. I have not seen you on here in a long time. Your name looks very familiar. Oh yeah, I'm still learning that too, bless. Like it's so hard. Um, it's so hard. Sometimes people will do you dirty and you want to like get back at them or you want to say something to them. Just I realize choosing your battle is so important. Choose your battles. There's some things where just you don't want to, not everything needs a response. Choose your battles, choose what is going to stress you out, choose what you're going to confront, choose it, and be very wise with who you give your energy to. Like, of course, I'm all for confrontation. Don't get me wrong. Like people in my personal life, they always say like, James, she She doesn't let anything slide, but that is so draining. It's so draining. And so I've just realized there's some things where as long as you're not in my face, you're not harming me like physically or doing anything severe to me, I'm just going to let it go and let God handle you. All right. So which question do you choose? Okay. What will Cena's next relationship be like? What will Cena's next relationship be like? Ace of Swords, the Moon, and you have the Three of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords. 10 of Swords. Ouch! Lovers. It's interesting. The Chariot. Clarify the Moon. Clarify the Three of Swords. Page of Swords. I'm trying to pick up on if this is like, oh, on the back you have the, wait, I feel like, okay, so your next relationship, things are going to be very complicated for you, Cena, because I feel like you're going to have to be protecting something here. Just give me a second. Let me look more into your future love life. I definitely see you dealing with two people, Cena. I see you dealing with two people. I see you in a relationship with a new person. But then, as you're in a relationship with a new person, I see someone from your past coming towards you, and I see the two of you having a little, little thing. But it's like you're still going to be in a relationship with the new person. And so, but with the Ace of Swords, I see you being very protective of your connection with this past person. In clarity of the Ace of Swords, you have the Chariot. So you have two, both of them are coming towards you. You have a new person and a past love that's coming towards you. Then you have the 10 of Swords here, which is like a betrayal or someone here who, I feel like you're still kind of grieving. Where's your comment? Oh, you said, oh, great. Um, I feel you being very unstable in your next relationship because you're going to be dealing with two people. Even here with the lovers, I do feel like the past person is a soulmate. All right. The past person is a soulmate. But be careful because you don't want to cause this. You don't want to cause a third party situation or a love triangle. But man, I see why you're still holding on to this past person because there's a soulmate connection. Not only that, but the 10 of Cups came out. So this is most likely like your lifetime partner. Um, but maybe it just wasn't good timing for the both of you in the past, so it didn't work out. Now you do have the Queen of Swords, so this is you being very like defensive. I see you fully being aware of this third party situation that you're going to cause, but you're still going to be protecting your connection with the past person. Interesting. Then you have the Two of Swords. This is you trying to make a decision, but being very confused on what to do. Because, like I said, the past person is going to come to you after you've gotten in a relationship with the new person. You know, so it's like, what do I do now? A little bit too late. Um, You do have the Nine of Cups. I mean, we're all different. I see you dealing with two people at the same time. So of course your cups are going to be filled. You know what I'm saying? But with the Nine of Cups here, of course, you're going to feel very good, your ego is going to be up because you're going to have these two people in love with you. Next, you have the Moon. My ex was an Aqua. So next you have the Moon being clarified by the High Priestess. The Moon is all about like something that's hidden. I feel like you're going to be living like you're going to be very secretive because of this third party situation. Especially here with the Moon, I see you keeping it from your partner. All right. I feel like it's just the timing that's going to have you stuck. I see a situation where like a new person comes in and asks you out, and then like a couple weeks later or a couple weeks into your new relationship, this past person comes in. So it puts you in a sticky situation because it's like, should I leave this new person? But that would be unfair to them because we've just been dating for like a couple weeks. They didn't do anything to me. Does that make sense? Like timing is going to be really bad. And then you have the Emperor here. I feel like with the Emperor, this is the past person feeling kind of like entitled to be with you. But I feel like the only reason why they feel entitled to be with you is because they will also be aware that you are their soulmate. Next, you have the Three of Swords being clarified by the Empress. Whew. We have, didn't the Three of Cups come? Yeah, Three of Cups came out earlier. Now the Three of Swords. This is like double the confirmation that you are going to be dealing with two people. But the Three of Swords represents heartbreak. All right. So be careful with how you handle this situation because you don't want to hurt people. In clarity of the Three of Swords, you do have the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is someone who is seen as very beautiful, very grounded. She's a provider, very nurturing. But you have the Page of Swords here. So I feel like both of them are going to view you as their Empress. And eventually you'll have to choose who you want to be with. You'll have to choose between the two of them. Whew, girl, this is a lot. But I see you going back and forth between the two of them for quite some time until you make up your mind. Yeah, it is a really sticky situation. It is. Like the timing is just gonna suck. I wonder why this is happening or why this will happen to you though. Is it because you're manifesting new love, but you're still holding on to a past lover? Because that could happen if you like are not set on what you're manifesting. If you're manifesting multiple things, that's what typically happens. Exactly, May. That's really good advice. Um, to be honest, I think so. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is that you did. But I want you to take when this does happen, take advantage of it to get the closure that you need from this past person to move forward. If you want to be with the new person, even if the old person comes back, take advantage of it. Talk to them, get it off your chest, get closure, and then move forward so you won't have to keep on holding on to them. But if it's the past person, if you are still in love with the past person, then I would stop manifesting someone new to come in, because you don't want someone new to come in and you're not ready for them because you're still holding on to someone from the past, you know? So take this time before the situation happens, take this time to really work on yourself, regain stability, and figure out what it is that you want and stick to it. It scares you. Why does it scare you? Is there like are you like afraid to be vulnerable with them? Did they hurt you in the past? Let me see. Hence the reason. Where's your comment? I'm scared. Yeah. Wow, May, you give really, really good advice. Go through it again. Even I know I still love him. Is it that you're scared to go through another heartbreak? Hence the reason I've been keeping myself busy and occupied, so I'm not thinking about them. Wow. I feel like the more you try to ignore your feelings for someone, the more you actually end up liking them. Um, and that's just how it is, you know. The more you try to keep busy, the more the harder it'll be for you to not think of them. I feel like in situations like that, the best way to move on is to talk to this person, and even if things don't work out, get your closure, tell them what's on your mind. If you have any questions, let them, just to talk things out. That way you won't have so many questions and what ifs and what could haves, what should haves, you know? Oh, wow, you guys work at the same place? Oh my gosh. Man, exactly. I agree with May. Exactly. So there's 10 people in the chat. Hi, you guys. Welcome to my live. So we're really just chatting with each other. If you want me to do a reading, there's 3 topics that you can choose from for $20. You can ask me how do they feel. You can ask me for guidance messages. You can ask me to tell you what your next relationship will be like. Any other questions that's not part of the topic will be $30. No career or finance readings. And yeah, and I'm also doing Q&A. So that's pretty much what we're doing. I feel like life is too short, especially now, like seeing how 2020 has been. Life is too short to hold in your feelings for someone. Initiate a conversation. I'm not saying just go up to them and pour your heart out, but initiate something where the two of you can at least have a friendship again and start talking to each other. And if he rejects it, then hey, at least you know, at least you try, and now you can move forward, you know? It gets awkward, like I don't know, just this vibe goes off when we're in the same room. Hmm. I feel like it's because the both of you are nervous and the both of you are uncomfortable. I don't think it's something that you should take personally. I feel like there's so many unspoken words between the two of you. So when you're in a room by yourselves, it's like, like that tension and awkwardness is going to be there. But one of you will have to be brave enough to make the move. Um, because especially seeing your situation where he might, now it makes sense, he might try to come in a little too late when he finds out that you're with someone else. Maybe that's why the situation's going to end up like this. Do, 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 do. All right. So, May, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want a reading? I really don't mind. You did a reading for me a while back and mentioned that this was my possible twin flame. Oh, wow. I didn't know what it meant, but I have been curious about it. Wow. Yeah. So, twin flames, oh my gosh. Twin flame is like such a popular topic. There's so many readings on it as well, but twin flames are so hard. They're so hard. So many lessons to be learned. But a twin flame is like your other half. Really, it's like, you were split apart to go on your separate journeys, and then you're gonna find each other again. Um, but there's so much to a twin flame connection. If you're interested, I would just search in on YouTube twin flames, and you'll see countless videos on it. Countless. Yeah, it's so romanticized, and it's like it's the worst. It's the worst, honestly. And it's so rare. Not everyone's gonna meet their twin flame in the same lifetime. I feel like it's better for you to strive for a soulmate. Strive to find your soulmate. Not You don't need to find a twin flame. Twin flames are just too complicated, and it's so hurtful and painful. It's very rare to meet your twin flame in the same lifetime. But for those that do, it's a hard and long journey. Let's see. Let me see. I think I've been dealing with twin flames. Yeah, it's definitely not something that you like want to manifest. Like I said, it's so rare. It's so rare. Um, but it's so romanticized. Like I said, you want to find a soulmate. Of course, soulmate connections are not hard, are not easy either. Lessons will be learned, but it's not as tough as a twin flame and as complicated as a twin flame. Let me see. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be closing the list in like 2 minutes. um, if you guys don't want a reading, if you guys do want a reading, please go ahead and do it before I close the list. What I tried, I know I want to manifest in somewhere, but it seems like it's so hard to come by. Okay, let me see. Let me check. All right, let's see. Hmm. I didn't get your payment. Let me see. Aw. Oh, that's so sweet, Bless. I'm so glad that, we helped. Yeah, I'm not seeing your payment. But we can wait a couple more seconds. All right, let's see. Let me double check. All right, that is, I don't know why it's not popping up. Let me check on my phone. All right, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, it's not showing up on my Interesting. I don't know. Can you send me the name again? Oh, yeah, I hope you didn't. Here it is. It's the dream medium. Um, did you click on the link or did you like try to search me up? So May, I think we should go ahead and close the list. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Maybe you like sent it to another person. Oh. Um, yeah, because I didn't get it. Um, Send me the link wasn't working. Send me your receipt to this email. Let me type it in. Okay, send me like a screenshot of your receipt to that email. Oh, you don't know how to. Oh, you don't know how to. It depends what phone you have. Do you have an iPhone or an Android? Oh, you have an Android. I have no idea how to screenshot on Androids. Just send it to my email, thedreammedium@gmail.com. Just email me, but then send, I guess, do it as an attachment to the email. If you're not able to do it, it's fine. I'll just do your reading. It's okay. Did you, what was your purchase for? Was it 20 or 30? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you said 20. Okay, so for the $20 topic, you can ask me how your person feels about you. You can ask me for a guidance message reading, or you can ask me about what your next relationship will be like. And please let me know what his first name is or the initials to his first and last name. Okay, let me know, Miss Candy. I'm getting really tired. Okay, so I'm guessing you want to know, how does he feel? How does Eric... No, don't... delete... Don't give me his first and last name. Can you delete that? The comment with his first and last name, just to give him his privacy? Or May, can you... Eric, how does Eric feel about Miss Candy? How does Eric feel about Miss Candy? Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Have the Ace of Wands. Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords, Six of Wands. It's Eight of Pentacles. Clarify the Ace of Cups. All right, so just give me a second. Let me pick up on these cards. Ace of Swords being clarified by the Ten of Cups. Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. He's definitely interested in you romantically. With the Ace of Swords here, there's a little bit of a possessive energy that I'm picking up from him. It's like he doesn't want anyone else to come around you. He does not want you giving your time or day to anyone. This is someone where, like, if he were to catch you talking to another guy or flirting to another guy, he would get really upset. In clarity of the Ace of Swords, you do have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So with the Ten of Cups here, he does want a future with you. He sees you as his, I'm hearing, ideal partner. So he views you as his ideal partner. You do have the Ace of Wands. I feel like he's rushing, like he doesn't want to wait on you anymore. He just wants to come in and find a resolution to this issue. Yeah, there's like he's being impatient. I don't know if he's been distant from you, if there's been a distance between the two of them for a long time, but it's like he wants things to hurry up and happen between the two of you. Okay, you said it's true, he's your soulmate. You have the Ten of Swords being clarified by the Six of Wands. Oh my gosh. So like if something happened in the past that hurt him, he's over it. Like he has bounced back, especially here at the Six of Wands. He's willing to go to war, you know, to get this reunion or reconciliation with you. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles here, he's also been manifesting you. He's been doing a lot of work. I see that he's been trying to work on himself to have some changes within his own life so that will help prepare him for you. Next, you have the Ace of Cups being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Cups here, he's definitely been praying and wishing for you. And with the Ace of Cups, he's going to get his wish, which is to have a second chance with you. This is like a divine grant of a second chance offered to the both of you. In clarity of the Ace of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. I do feel like he will communicate this with you. I see the two of you having an encounter with each other. The two of you will cross paths where like you'll be forced to talk to each other. And the Page of Pentacles, that's when he's going to express his feelings and he's going to give you an offer of a commitment. You have the Justice here, right? So he feels like there's something that you don't know. Like if he hurts you, he feels like there's more to the story that he would like to explain to you. He basically wants to explain his side to the story, but with the Justice here, balance and fairness will be restored into this situation, definitely. Right? Yeah, and he's hurting too. I feel like the both of you hurt each other. And he feels like his decisions in the past was like valid. Okay? He feels like it was justified pretty much. But I'm telling you, you're going to get your answers out of him, especially the two of you. This is a divine grant. So something like a reunion will be divinely orchestrated. I see the two of you crossing paths. All right? So I do hope that this helps. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. If I didn't get to do your reading, don't worry. I'll be doing many more live readings in the future. Just make sure that you click that bell notification so that when I'm on live, YouTube will notify you. But thank you guys so much for your support, okay? You guys, please try to be safe out there. It's a crazy world that we're in right now, especially for this pandemic. You're very welcome, Miss Candy. May, thank you so, so much. Like, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking your time to help me out. I really do appreciate it. Whenever you need a reading and I'm on live, do not be shy to ask me. Trust me, it's no problem whatsoever. So thank you so much. You guys, please be safe out there, all right? I'll see you guys later.